The Alabama Virtual Library is a wonderful resource for the citizens of our state. It allows you access to research and materials and resources that are available at colleges and universities. We have world-class, first-class access to everything we need to do research, read the news, stay abreast. I mean, we have a wealth of knowledge at our fingertips. So I want to show you how to take advantage of it. First, you need to be using a computer that is anywhere inside the state of Alabama. The AVL recognizes your location, and so that's really the only requirement to get access. So the web address is avl.lib.al.us. All right, so you would log in, and here's the home page. I think it's pretty easy to navigate. You can look in the bottom corner here, and it asks you, are you new to AVL? Here's some frequently asked questions. Here's some getting started info, and here's some info for accessing the AVL. So we'll just start. I think we'll start at the bottom. We'll start with accessing AVL because that's important. All right, so we've already talked about this a little bit, but it's going to determine your location. And if it can determine your location, then that's all you need is just to log in and get started. If you're having trouble, you might have to get an account. So if you do that, you can click here and contact the AVL help desk, and they will get you access. But I think, more than likely you're going to be fine if you just sit down at a computer that's located within the state. All right, so I don't have to go back outside, or I can go back, but there was a little link to getting started. All right, so this link tells you exactly how to use the AVL. It just depends on what you are looking for. If you are an elementary student, you can start by clicking on the elementary link. If you're a middle school student, click middle school. High school, college, and university if you're an adult. And if you are any age level and you are looking for a full text online book, access to a full text online book, this is a wonderful option. The ebook resources, you can click on this, and we will do so a little further down the road with the scavenger hunt that we're going to do. But you can click on this and get access to the full text of a book. All right, so if you need help figuring out what you want to do, you can click on the AVL Discovery Search and get information there. But basically, there's a lot going on here, so you can just start at the beginning and determine what level you are or what you're looking for and click accordingly. All right. If you have any trouble, you can click on the frequently asked questions, and here are some common questions. How can I access AVL from home? How do I create a shortcut? We've already talked about this one, but if you have trouble getting in, you contact the AVL help desk. All right, so while we're here, I think what we'll do is look to see, let's see, if we have anything else here. AVL online tools. Oh, and here's a valuable tool. This is what I was looking for. Under the help tab, if you click on training, you will see if there's a certain, once you get inside your level, for example, say high school, once you click in there and you see you want to use a Britannica resource or an EBSCO resource, you can come back up here to help and training and watch a video tutorial of how to use your particular resource. Some of these are going to be self-explanatory. You may not have too much trouble. If you find one that's tricky for you, though, this is a great resource to come up here, click on help and training. I'm going to click on online tools. Let's see what this is. Oh, interesting. Okay. So if you are inside the AVL and need help with any of these topics, audio and music resources, career resources, ways to find jobs, this is something that I honestly did not know was here until now. If you need help with coding, driver education, access study materials for driver permit tests, education, Khan Academy. I know this from my preschooler uses the preschool Khan Academy and takes tutorials on there. Imaging tools, how to use a photo editor, interactive stories, how to create your own story. Wow, this is an amazing resource. So these are some additional resources that are available to you online through the AVL. All right, so I think that I've given you a brief overview of the AVL and what all you can do with it. So now we'll just take a look. Let's go look at college and university, and let's see. What I'm going to do, I'm going to provide you with a scavenger hunt in the Google slide presentation, but what I'll do is I'll show you one of the resources from the college and university section of the scavenger hunt, just to give you an example, an overview of how to use the AVL. All right, so later on in the scavenger hunt, I'm going to ask you to click on college and university, and then I'm going to ask you to scroll down and find the Gale Opposing Viewpoints resource. Let's see, where is it? There it is, Gale in Context Opposing Viewpoints. This is a wonderful resource that you can use in many of your classes, maybe in a writing class, a speech class, if you're going to do some argumentative speech work or an argumentative research paper. All right, so you can come to the Gale in Context Opposing Viewpoints, and you can type in your own topic if you already know something that you want to write about or talk about, or you can come down here if you need help deciding, and you're going to find lots of topics. You can see these are the big head topics, and it tells you how many things are in, how many topics are within. So for health and medicine, we've got 100, war and diplomacy 54, society and culture 342. I'm going to click on that one. All right, and then you have many things that you can choose from here. Let's see, let's click on one. Global warming and climate change. Okay, we'll click on that one. All right, so once you get here, you can look at the viewpoints and their opposing viewpoints. How our warmer oceans are contributing to climate breakdown. We click on this and we read over the article, and these are just, you know, subjects that you can use to do an argumentative paper. And then if you go back out, you can read a big overview of your topic. It even gives you some critical thinking questions that you could use to fuel a paper. Anything that you want to argue or write about, you can find here. All right, so that's just one resource inside the college and university tab. As you can see, you have a wealth of resources that you can use with the Alabama Virtual Library. So that's it for our brief overview of how to use this. There's so many things you can do with it. You really just have to sit down and dig in and research for yourself. You could spend an eternity with all the wonderful, valuable resources that you will find here in the Alabama Virtual Library.